This is a suicide, collective suicide. It's a suicidal ride. And the forces that have complete power have commodified everything. Human beings are commodities. The natural world is a commodity that is exploiting until exhaustion or collapse. And there's a new climate report signed by several climate scientists out of Australia that everybody should go read because it's very chilling. And they just lay it bare. These people, quite literally, these people will kill us. And they will kill, they certainly will, not just us, but they are snuffing out the possibility of the next generation. I'm not talking about, my grandchildren. I'm talking about my kids. And they have to be stopped. It's why I'm such a strong supporter of Extinction Rebellion. And the only way they're going to be stopped is if they're removed from power. And the only way they're going to be removed from power is if we rise up and force them out of power. And to keep playing their game is essentially to keep ourselves locked into the death march that they have organized.
Do you think Americans will rise up?
What's interesting, having covered so many revolutions and insurrections and street protests, is that the tinder is there, but you never know what will ignite it. And you never know what it will look like when it is ignited. So I covered both of the Palestinian uprisings, the intifadas. What triggered the first intifada was a car accident. A bus or an Israeli truck hit a van full of Palestinian day workers, and people had just had enough. You can never tell what ignites it. I think the tinder is there. I think the problem is that the left is so decimated that the backlash may be a proto-fascist right-wing backlash. That's my fear. But those people are victims too. They may speak in racist tropes and all sorts of language and that I have spent my life fighting against. But their pain is real. Their suffering is real. Their betrayal is real. The meaninglessness that has gripped their lives is real. Their loss of hope is real. They've suffered. They've watched their families suffer. They watched their children. All of that is real. Now, it may be expressed in very negative pathologies. I mean, it is. But unless we address that suffering, unless we reintegrate these people into society, unless we reknit the social bonds to give them a place, give them a sense of dignity, give them meaning, give them a sense of purpose, we're finished. And that's what frightens me. Because both the press, the media, I turn on CNN, it's just, they can't stop insulting these people fast enough. And the Democratic Party is the same. And that is essentially precludes any possibility of ever rebuilding a healthy society.
It's like they think if they can just cancel them off enough social media apps that somehow they'll all go away.
That's it. That's what's so scary, right?
They're American.
Also the inability on their part to accept their own complicity for that suffering. There's no contrition, there's no self-reflection, there's no self-criticism, and of course there's no remorse.
Okay. Well, dark times, Chris. Pulitzer Prize winning journalist Chris Hedges, thanks for being our guest. Check out his work at sheerpost.com. That's SCHEER post.com. And of course, many of his great books. His most recent, America, the Farewell Tour. Chris, any last words, or you just want to say goodbye? I don't know. I'm gonna
keep up the fight. Doing well.
All right, back at you.
I'm with you.
Okay. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.